Hi, welcome back to the Do No Harm series. My name is Mary Von Ohlen. I'm a holistic recovery coach. We have been doing this series, Rebecca and I, focusing on bringing awareness and building a foundation about some common things that we are presented with, and to look at it from an objective, logical perspective. Are we really doing no harm? What is harm and what is harm? What is harmful? And what can we do instead? So after doing a number of videos in the series, talking sort of about the problem, if you will, the challenge, we now want to really just from here forth, from this moment forward, talk all solution. Rebecca, let me allow you to introduce yourself before we continue.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rebecca Karchere. I am a medical intuitive and all sorts of different labels I've been given. But yes, we want to talk to you today about solutions on how to stay healthy. And, we've done we've done a show on the general practitioner experience, chemotherapy and radiation, vaccinations, prescription drugs, and all those things just bring me down because I feel, and I hope it was conveyed, that it seems like it's too harmful of a solution to one's health, and we want to talk about some more upbeat, positive, harmless, safe, and loving alternatives.
So welcome to Practical Solutions to Do No Harm to yourself.
That are loving and positive and all that sort of thing. But yeah, so we've established that the conventional medicine, the medical model has holes in it, has flaws in it, that if you're unaware, if you're just trusting to this system, I'm afraid that I would almost call you victimized by it. It's not all, yeah, I don't know what a better word, but essentially there's a better way, and that's what I want to focus on. So we want to give you tips that I speak from experience. I also have another show series that'll be coming out called the Self-Care series, which goes into a little more detail about how I take care of myself, because I don't go to doctors and I'm not crazy. Or at least maybe I am crazy. But anyway, if you'd like to avoid going to the doctors because you see the folly and the holes in the system,
The insanity, if I may interject, because you just said you don't go to doctors and you're not crazy. And so I just want to chime in before you, present this fantastic laundry list of practical solutions. The one definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So just think about some of those past episodes we did in those topics and where that may apply. And so stop the insanity. Here are some ways you can stop the insanity.
Right. It's doable. Because, I mean, if you do anything different, it'll probably be better. I'm not kidding, but I'm not kidding. Okay. So I made just a list of things that would be helpful as a prescription for good health, practical solutions for prevention and having a healthy life. So number one, refer back to our self-awareness episode in this series. That one sets a tone and a foundation. So I would encourage you to do that. Number two, yes, the self-care series was number two. So I'm repeating myself. Watch my self-care series. Look for that. Another option would be if you're in a situation that you feel you can't handle your own health for whatever reason, things have gotten out of hands. You need a professional opinion, professional insight. You can make an appointment with me. I have now 15-minute free meet and greet sessions. So it's just, if you've never worked with me before, you can schedule an appointment and I can help you. And if you want a full appointment, we can do that as well. You can also call Mary. Mary, that's okay, right?
Yes.
Call Mary for an appointment if you're feeling like you can't, it's something that you need an outside perspective on. Okay. We also have, I have a newsletter. You can be a part of my newsletter list. You'll get all the, whatever I'm doing in that moment, and you can get on, get on board there. The next thing you can do is I also teach source energy technique, which is my energy medicine technique. And if you want to take what we're teaching to another level, you can be your own practitioner, either for yourself or your family and friends. I'd be happy to teach you everything that I know. And this way you can be more self-sufficient and knowledgeable with this whole topic of health to begin with.
That's recommended for everyone.
Thank you. The next tip would be, if you're not comfortable with us, or you don't feel intuitively that we're the right person for you, obviously find someone that you are comfortable with, someone like a naturopathic physician or an osteopath, preferably someone that, and feel free to ask whoever is answering the calls at the front, does this person do muscle testing? Does this practitioner use whole food supplements? Does this person do nutrition, have a nutrition degree? Yeah, just interview and find a practitioner that is right for you to get a broader perspective on your health. Another one would be, this is another so simple tip: maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now that seems very broad, and well, how do you maintain a healthy lifestyle? Well, a healthy lifestyle is about really just balance, getting into balance. And so this is a healthy lifestyle, the points that I'm making. Exercising would be one. For whatever your exercise routine looks like, everyone is different, but we all have to move our bodies. So I know there's a lot of inert people in America, and I feel like a lot of stationary bodies for the most part, and that will catch up with you. We are meant to move our bodies. Eating well, that's another one that sounds very well. How do you eat well? You eat well by eating food from the earth. You eat well by eating things that weren't packaged and refined, made from companies. Go outside, have your own garden, have your own fruit trees, your berry bushes. Eat things as close to nature as humanly possible. That's how you eat well.
Sounds logical.
Logical, right? Let's cut out all of these, these companies that don't care about your health. Okay. Thinking well. Be mindful of your thoughts and how you think, because they influence your cells. They do hold energy, and if you find yourself in a negative spiral, well, you want to go deeper and figure out what that's about, or shift into positive thinking. You may want to journal, meditate, and so on. Another one is living a life that you love. That's probably the heart of this whole thing. Most people, I have found, are working in a job that they're not totally satisfied with, and they're in this situation where they have to, they're kind of in debt to the bank that owns their home and their cars and all of that. And it's really important that you don't sell your soul to money for whatever reason. Make your lifestyle in a way that you feel fulfilled. More on, and I'm living proof on that. You can look at my blog with respect to that. That's not where it's at if money's not that important. If it's gonna compromise your soul's integrity. All right, so another one. Learn the emotional freedom technique. Please, everyone needs to learn the emotional freedom technique. And we'll have a link below for this. This is a way to process emotion that is stuck in our physiology, that keeps us stuck in the past, that can make us sick and miserable. And that's a technique that's free and easy to do. And if you'd like to work with a practitioner, Mary, you can also help with professional advice with EFT.
Absolutely. And it's a way to get into your power, because we actually have a lot more power over our physiology and our limbic system, and managing our emotions and how they affect our body and everything else. So it's a phenomenally empowering technique. You want to learn how to use it most efficiently. So I am here to help you with that as well.
And we did an episode on EFT in our previous show, Exploring Energy in Everyday Life, if you want to refer to that.
We'll link to
And
that
we
in the
also,
description below.
sorry?
We'll link to that in the description below, to that
Yes.
previous episode for you.
Yes. Yes, and that whole show, you can preview that for more information in that show, totally. And I also have another show called The Health Fairy, which more health information as a resource. Another tip is to learn muscle testing. Now, muscle testing, it's not about strength, it's about energy. And it's a tool that I use to help my patients to understand what is going on with their health. It's a class. I also teach a class on how you can do this yourself. So yes, muscle testing is something that I think is a tool you definitely want to have. Another tip, another practical solution for good health would be sleeping well. Most people, I find, have trouble sleeping, and I find that critical. That's when we are healing ourselves. That's when the body repairs itself. And so whatever that looks like for you, again, we can help you with that, but you want to make sure you're sleeping well. Another one is get enough natural light and get outside. Go earthing. Again, refer back to our show, Exploring Energy in Everyday Life. Get back into sync with nature. We're bombarded with EMF waves. We need to get in sync with the earth. So that'll keep you healthy. Another one is have good hobbies. Have lots of hobbies. You come to my house, you'll see I got that one checked off. I have more hobbies than I can handle. But hobbies are good, and I'm saddened when I ask people if what are your hobbies, and they like, I don't have any. What do you mean? That essentially means you're not playing outside of getting paid to for your job.
Healthy outlets.
Yeah. Where is your creative outlet? How are you playing? Don't tell me you're not playing. I get very upset. But yes, you got to play. So I think hobbies is a good way to stay grounded and stay sane with the negativity that we end up experiencing too often.
And engage the part of your, and to engage the part of your brain that is also wired for healing and wired for the same part of the brain for creativity is connected to spirituality and healing. And so it's about brain balance too. So being creative and playing is also crucial to our neurological well-being.
Yes, there's a bunch of, I think it's in Proverbs that talks about how important that is, to have a happy heart. Happy heart is good for the bones, something like that. So do the things that make you happy. Be around uplifting people, right? Sometimes, and we can explore any one of these. We're just breezing right through them. Be around uplifting people. Otherwise they can suck you dry, and you might have to cut them out of your life. And we can go on and on about that. But even if it means being alone, because being alone is that's healthy too. The next one is one of my favorite books that when patients come in for the first time, I almost always recommend that they buy Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. That book is such an awesome reference guide to help explore your inner child and heal the past. Lots of exercises and insight. So that is what I'm recommending. Another one is become a regular listener to the Hay House Radio. They have different practitioners all the time to help with all different topics, endless topics. Another one is to listen to Abraham Hicks or get their books. Again, another just an awesome resource for mental health and emotional health. Another one, have a sense of community. So who is in your circle? What are you involved in? And to get to be a part of something outside of yourself. that doesn't necessarily involve getting a paycheck. That's important. That could be your church or some, hobby, like a group that you like. And again, endless. Meditating is really important because it helps us get out of our own way. It helps us to connect to the bigger part of us for guidance and direction, and just to be calm and to know that we're all okay. So meditate every day, even if it's for 5 minutes a day.
It's like a muscle you can build. So you have to start
Yeah.
somewhere, right? You don't start with like 1,000 reps or 1,000 pounds of something. You do a little bit each
Yeah.
day. Same with meditation. You don't have to be afraid of it. Just start somewhere.
Yeah, it's wonderful because you get to connect to the bigger part of you. You're it's very grounding. Anyway, okay. Dancing is on the list. Most people don't dance. I don't know why, but we're just not America is just, that's not our thing. I don't know. But other cultures use dancing, and I think it's very healthy. And I think it's because most Americans are sitting on the couch watching other people dance. That's the problem. We need to get up and dance. The next one is laughing. Okay, to laugh, again, good for the immune system, good for the heart. And then the last item that I wrote was to live your life with a capital L. Okay, so there you go. Those are just some basic guidelines for healthy living, practical solutions. So that we stay in a place of positivity and ease and flow, where this disease only really creeps up when we're eating garbage foods and in a negative state for too long. You see it with stuck energy. So figure out where your balance is, and I'm here to help.
I think you said it all.
Why, thank you. I hope so. And I don't want to overwhelm anyone, because this sounds like, oh my goodness, but
Well, it's options, and so, yeah, we don't want to overwhelm you, but we want to show you that there's a plethora of options in the world and many different empowering things that are many, and most of them are free or relatively affordable to access to empower yourself. And so, I think a lot of people are feeling disempowered these days and fearful and stuck and, in different ways. And so we're just really trying to kind of, empower you with so many tools and techniques to then see, well, what resonates with you. A lot of them are common sense and logical, and some of them might be new to you, like especially some of the modalities that Rebecca mentioned, and there's even more of them that we discussed in our previous show, Exploring Energy in Everyday Life. So see what resonates with you. Mm-hmm. Just like with the practitioners, that Rebecca mentioned, like get with a professional when, it's there's no harm, there's no shame in asking for help and getting some outside help. So we're all about, as much as you can do on your own is fantastic, but sometimes to get a jump start, like let's take EFT as an example. I do recommend working with a practitioner, even if it's just for a couple sessions, just to work in depth with it and really see what it can do, and to be empowered with instructions on how to do it yourself, right? Muscle testing, you might want to experience what it's like to have muscle testing done before you learn to do it yourself. So check out Rebecca, check out our episode on TBM, total body modification, which is a technique that incorporates muscle testing a little more. So again, it's just about empowering you guys and allowing you to choose what resonates with you. So hopefully you learned something new today, or considered something that you could be doing that you aren't doing. And I don't know if it was on the list, Rebecca, but drink more water, hydrate, drink quality water and hydrate. I kept thinking it was coming, but you probably had it lumped in with the healthy nutrition and eating, naturally. Make sure you hydrate. That's like the number one thing I see people forget to do or resist doing. And I don't know what that's about, but that is super basic and super powerful.
You know what? To me, I'm so glad you grabbed that one, because to me it's like breathing. I didn't write breathing on that list, but I drink a lot of water, and I breathe a lot. So I didn't think I had to write that. But you're right. No one drinks enough water. That's absolutely true. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So please like and comment, share, subscribe. We will be putting out more information, both of us, on our individual channels, and we'll be collaborating again in future shows and ways. And thank you so much for spending the time with us, so to speak, here on YouTube. And we look forward to, hoping to inspire and educate and just, connect you to resources that can improve your life,
Yeah.
enhance your well-being. So we're not here to be, to suffer. I think we're here to grow and experience joy and learn and expand. So keep doing that in whatever way.
Nice. So this will be the last, aside from my book coming out, it's called I Am the Cure. I'm not going to be harboring I'm not going to go over all of my angst with conventional medicine. Once, now that this show is done and when the book is done, I will only talk about healthy solutions and healing from now on. Just want to make that clear.
So for those of you who know people who are stuck in the problem and they're not really seeing it, feel free to share some of our videos from the series to maybe help them open their mind. And otherwise, we invite you to stay in the solution with us now.
Yes. Welcome. Well, so thanks for watching, and that's it. I had fun.
Thanks.